I'm Gail Perry, Editor-in-Chief of CPA Practice Advisor, and I'm here with Kevin Cumley, Vice President of Strategic Alliances for ABILA and a Board Chair at the ITA. He's also Chair of the Young Leadership Committee at the ITA, and I'd like to ask you, Kevin, a little bit about what that means. What is the Young Leadership Committee?
Well, the Young Leadership Committee, or the Young Leadership Initiative, is a program that we created initially just to try to get more involvement from younger people in the industry at ITA. I mean, we reached a point a few years ago where we started to recognize that the average age of our members was 15 years older than it was 15 years ago, and so we felt like we really needed to start to develop some programs that would attract younger members and encourage them to be part of ITA and participate.
And how do you define a younger member?
Probably anybody under 50.
Okay.
I mean, initially we were thinking people in their 20s. That was sort of what we thought was the ideal target, but we've learned as we've developed this program over the last several years that, one ages, it really is kind of a state of mind, but in our world, that future generation of leaders are really mostly people in their mid-30s to 40s.
Tell me about the graduation ceremony I witnessed yesterday.
Well, it was very exciting for us to have that ceremony. I mean, that was kind of a milestone, for us to get through that first year of the program. And we wanted to just make sure that, we acknowledged all the people that had made that big investment of time and, money into the program. And, acknowledge the fact that, they had gone through that program and successfully graduated.
What is the program like?
So it's a one-year program. It's attached to the ITA collaboratives. So we have one in the spring and we have one in the fall. Kicks off at the end of the spring collaborative with a full-day boot camp, where the participants in the program, that first day is basically spent on some leadership fundamental concepts, and then they work on what's called a personal leadership plan. And that's a plan, that's something that they're going to basically follow and work on through the entire year that aligns their goals for becoming a leader with the goals of their firm and the sponsor, typically, whoever they report to in the firm, to help make sure that the development process that they go through helps them not only become or develop as a leader or become a better leader, but also is in line with what the firm's looking for in terms of developing their leadership.
So who is a typical participant in the program?
Well, so far we've had about half of our participants come from consultant and resellers, so they would be the typical VAR organization, resellers of software products, and then the other half has been from the ITL side of ITA, which is the CIOs and or their teams from the top 30 CPA firms outside of the Big Four. This year we've got about equal representation. The second class is about double the size of the first class, so we've got about half CR members, ITL members, and then we actually have one vendor member that put somebody into the program this year as well. So we're really excited about the fact that we've got something now that's pulling together kind of these different categories of membership in ITA into one program.
And how do you see the graduates of this program participating in the ITA in the future?
Well, I think that they're the future of ITA, really. I mean, at some point, the rest of us, the founding members, the people that have been, actively involved in this organization and, been involved with its growth over the last 15 years, the next 5-10 years, we're probably going to be, starting to move out, and that next generation is going to come in. I mean, they're the future leaders of their firms. They're the future, members and leaders in ITA. They're the future leaders of the industry.
How are the participants in the program chosen?
Well, right now we just have open registration. We send out a couple of different email communications to the members promoting the program and explaining what the program is comprised of and what the benefits are. And then their firms, our member firms, then typically nominate somebody that's going to participate in the program.